Do you recall having legal warranty when purchasing your house? If you do, and you don't understand what it is, then this video is for you. If you didn't purchase legal warranty and would like to understand why, then stick around. I will talk about both of these scenarios in this video. My name is Aguinaga. I'm a real estate expert here in Montreal. I've worked with more than 1,200 families in my career, and I am sure I can provide you all the information you need. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos we launch about real estate every week. Today, we will be talking about what legal warranty is, what it covers, why it's important, and much, much more. Now, let's get started. What is legal warranty? Legal warranty is a warranty that protects you against hidden defects. A hidden defect is a defect that you were unaware of at the time of your purchase. This means that it was not declared to you by the seller, nor was it suggested or pointed out by the inspector at the time of the purchase. It's important to note that if the inspector suggested you do further investigation on something during the inspection and you did not follow through with that further investigation, you are deemed to have been forewarned and legal warranty will not apply to that item. Well, what does it cover then? Legal warranty covers any defect that was hidden to you on the day of the purchase. This means that if you can prove that the problem existed on the date of the purchase and there was no way for you to know about this, then the seller will be responsible for rectifying this problem. Why is it important? Sometimes. Well, legal warranty is important because it's one additional layer of protection the buyer has. It is something that is quite unique to Quebec, and because of this, it scares a lot of sellers nowadays, to be quite honest. Depending on how long the owner has held the property and whether or not they have lived in the property will have a serious impact on whether or not the seller will be willing to offer a legal warranty. This does not mean that you should avoid properties that are being sold without legal warranties. Several properties are sold without legal warranty, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They will, however, sell for a lower price in comparison to those sold with legal warranty. What should you do if you think you have a legal warranty case? Well, the first thing you should do is contact your lawyer for advice. Once we go to the notary, your real estate broker is no longer allowed to get involved in the transaction. Any legal matters should always be discussed with a lawyer or notary. The next step is to advise the seller of the problem and give them an opportunity to fix the problem. It's important to note that you have 1 year from the time of discovery to advise the seller of the problem. You must give the seller a reasonable time frame to remediate the issue as well. If the seller is unresponsive and does not want to help, then you will have to take legal action in order to execute recourse. Sales without legal warranty can happen in different scenarios without it being a red flag. The first scenario would be the seller is a flipper and they've never actually lived in the property. This is quite common practice, to be honest. Now, if the person selling the property is elderly and might be starting to suffer from dementia or something of that nature, they might just not remember things as clearly as they would like. And therefore, when they fill out the seller's declaration form, it's possible that they missed a couple of points. This is not being done maliciously, and that's really the important thing to understand. Over time, memory starts to fade, obviously, and they don't want to risk having missed something that could lead to a legal problem down the road. And because of this, they're probably just going to opt for a sale without legal warranty. The next option is if it's a succession or somebody's being mandated to sell the property, that means the person who's actually selling the property or handling the sale has not lived in the property or has very limited knowledge of the property, possibly lived in the property 20, 30 years ago, but obviously not recently. So for these reasons, they don't feel comfortable giving a legal warranty on something that they do not know everything that they should know about in order to offer that legal warranty. So again, they're just trying to avoid potential risks down the road. Next option would be a seller that might be leaving the country and knows that they're going to be unreachable. The last thing somebody wants, again, not to be malicious, but if they're moving out of the country but might be coming back to visit, is find themselves in a legal issue when they came back for a vacation. Because of this, they'll take the price cut and sell without a legal warranty. Further along, we've got sellers that are going through a messy separation or divorce. Most of the time, they're not going to want to deal with each other ever again. And because of that, they don't want to have any potential link that would force them to have to further communicate in the future. Now, the only time I really have an issue with a sale without legal warranty is when a seller has occupied the property for 7+ years, or when they've done extensive renovations to the home. They're really aware of this and they lived in the home, obviously. Under these scenarios, I generally feel that the owners should know the property and therefore be willing to offer a warranty, or they're going to have to give a pretty substantial rebate in order to compensate any potential issues down the road. Now, like with anything, warranties are great, but the best defense is a strong offense. In this case, make sure that you do a thorough inspection of the property. Make sure you contact all the additional specialists that your inspector recommends and have your drain pipes scoped with a camera. The more precautions you take, the less chance you'll need to use legal warranty and the better chance you'll have of winning a case in the rare event that you do have to go down the legal action case. I hope you found the answers to any questions about this topic that you might have, and most of all, I wish that you found this video informative. Do not hesitate to share it with anyone that could benefit from it. My goal is to give you all the real estate information you might need. Remember, being accompanied by a professional real estate broker is a great solution to all real estate problems. If you would like to contact me or my team, book a call and we will be happy to assist you. Once again, thank you so much for watching.